going on YouTube? It is your girl like so welcome and welcome back to another video. Yet the first episode on October thoughts. If you're new to this channel, please do make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notification on to be notified every single time a video drops. And if you're an OG, welcome and welcome back, baby. Little October is back and she is back with bangers like she always says. Now most of you might be wondering, what is this kid cooking, because this type of content is never uploaded. Yes, you're in the right place, you're in the right place. October thoughts. Yes, October thoughts. You guys are wondering what October thoughts is. Well, October thoughts is going to be a podcast like episodes that I'll be posting every Mondays, where I get to share my personal opinion, speak my mind out, and my thoughts on different topics. Well, if you have a topic that you want me to talk about and share my personal opinions about, please do drop it down in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's just get right into this. Well, for today's topic, as you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about parenthood, parenting, deadbeat parents, whatever the deal is. But for me, I've got few questions that I wrote down here in my personal planner, baby. Yes, and the first question is, what is parenting to me? Honestly, parenting to me is when both, let me not say both parents, because for several reasons, be it not breakup, now there can be other reasons that only single parents can parent kids. But parenting to me is good leadership, friendship, love, laughter, and all the good stuff. That is parenting to me. The second question is, how do you feel about how you were groomed? How do I feel about how I was groomed? Honestly, I'd say 50-50. I'd say I feel good and bad at the same time, cause let me say, okay, it's halfway. Let me take it this way. Let me say it this way. How do I feel about how I was groomed by my mom, and how do I feel about how I was groomed by my dad? And save the best for the last. Let me start with my mom. How I feel about how I was groomed by my mom. I don't have any words, honestly. My mom used to be not a strict mom, but it's a strict mom type of parent. So how I feel about how she groomed me, honestly, she groomed me 30% good and 70% badly. Why am I saying so? Because my mom used to beat her. Any single mistake na beat. Any single mistake na chop your ass. And my dad didn't like that. My mom used to beat, that's why I would say 30% of her parenting to me was good and 70% of her parenting was bad. I'm sorry to say this out, but this is October thoughts and this is speak your mind out, but my mom is a story lorry. So I was not really open with my mom and tell my mom about my secrets, because I knew for a fact that the next day I go to my friend's house or my friends, they will look at me with that face like, you did that? Like, you told your mom you got this type of issue type shit. That is why I would say her parenting was not for me, honestly. Again, what else? Yeah, that's basically it. She's not really a bad mom. She's a cool mom, but she's just not the one for me. Yeah. And what they say about mothers and firstborn daughters, something else. So I guess it goes hand in hand. Yeah. Her seeing me grow, getting a man, and you get. I'm not saying she's like jealous of it, because the people I'm dating are not of her age. They're younger than her. So I'm just saying, like, it's a thing of. It's a jealousy type of thing, but like a jealousy type of thing where you don't want someone to accomplish what they want in their life, or you don't want them to do good in their life, though they are still your kid type shit. That is how my mom is. And how do I feel about my dad? Ew. That man is the love of my life. I wish I could get a husband like my dad, honestly. Because my dad, growing up, he would go to town. He would go like, where we used to say there's only Pep and Style, right? Where you buy like clothing. So you go in Pep and he'll be like, take your pants, take your bras, take hot pants, like take those, 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 those panties and bras, like a two-piece where we used to buy a long time ago, like those years in Pep. Yes, there's one. My dad will be like, take 3 pairs. And yeah, you have like a body pant, and you get, that is my dad. He's lovable, he's open, he is just the person to be. You get, he is someone that I can be comfortable with, and let me just say we are compatible with my dad. So how I feel about my parents grooming to me, if I would be with my dad right now, honestly I would have gone for, unfortunately they had to separate. I don't know. You get, it's part of life, Mina. It's part of life. Like, yeah. So they separated, and ever since they separated, personally I wanted to go with my dad, but I like almost how our mothers are. I want my child to kind of get, and you get, so she won. She won, honestly. But she won and it failed at the same time, because you want something that you want to be with, but you don't want to be with. And then again, you want something that doesn't want to be with you. So, yeah. Um, Question number 3. Could your parents have done better? Could my parents have done better? Yeah, I believe they could have done better because of the situations that they went through. I believe that they could have done better. You know what I'm saying? So, because you guys get like, okay, let me just say, we all can relate to this where our parents have separated, and then the mother or the father. Let me put it in my way, in my instance, in my experience, because my mom and dad, when they broken up or when they separated, then my mom had this thing of, you're not going to your dad, you don't talk to your dad, you don't do this to your dad, because of her own valid reasons. But she doesn't know that she is actually not putting the blame. She's damaging us. Let me just say that she's damaging us. Like, you cannot let me cut off my dad because you and him are not in good terms, right? That's not right. So I feel like they could have done better, because that actually like put an effect on our lives, because we are only two, me and my small sister. My dad's side, we are 6 currently, but at the time we were 5, and he got a new child, but she's big. Yeah, that's a story for another day. And my dad's side we're 6, and at my mom's side we're only 2. So, and we're both from my dad, like both 2 girls, my dad. So I feel like her letting us cut off our dad and putting it in his face that my kids are not gonna do this to you, and my kids what? It closed a lot of doors. It closed a lot of doors, because not only did it close doors for us to be with our dad, but for us to also be with our dad's family. Like, we'll go there to our dad's family. I'm better because I know my dad's family, and not that I keep up with it, but because I have a phone, I communicate with my cousins, and but my small sister, she literally will walk up to my cousins and be like, Mimi, I'm like, that's your cousin, bro. Daddy, that's your cousin, like that's your nephew, that's your, you get. So it really like put a very big effect, and a huge gap, because now the only family members that we can focus on, that we can rely to, is her side of the family, and her side of the family. Ooh, those are toxic traits. They got toxic traits, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. They are very, I don't know, they have that ick of if that I don't talk to you, then my kids should also not talk to your kids type shit. And they have this spacing of the 2 sisters love each other, they talk and what, the other sisters and the sister and the brother and wada, and once these 2 don't like each other anymore, then they find another pair, and so just put a whole damage on our lives, because now it's like we're living their blame, but it's their blame type shit. Yeah. On to the main topic. Why are we here? On to the main topic. Our main topic for today on October Thoughts, which also concludes as to why we got those ones to answer your questions, is deadbeat parenting. What do I have to say about deadbeat parents? On to question number 2, or question number 3. Let's say, how could your parents have done better? This also brings me now to the answer. How do I feel about deadbeat parents? How I feel about deadbeat parents? It's draining. It's, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to feel about them because like right now I'm in my own world, cuffed up like a ball. I don't feel like I'm on Earth anymore. I'm probably on Jupiter because it's just, I don't know. It's just otherwise, honestly. Because after my parents have broken up, and this is me speaking from experience, guys. After my parents have broken up, excuse me, after my parents have broken up, my mom cutting our dad off for us, making decisions for us because we're young at the time, and we're still, let me not say we're still young, and it's not about being young, but it's my right to want to be with my dad, and it's my right to want to be with my mom. It's my right to want to be with whoever I want to be with. Um, it led to my dad being a deadbeat parent, though she is also a deadbeat parent. Um, to me, deadbeat parenting just doesn't mean a father that doesn't reach out or a mother that doesn't reach out or a parent that just doesn't support you or whatever. But a deadbeat parent to me just means a parent that is not sufficient enough to their kids, to their children. You know, sufficient enough in a way that I say, or I mean, they don't show love, they don't show loyalty, they don't share happiness, they don't engage with their kids, they don't engage with their children in their life, they don't engage their kids in their own life too, because they also don't need, they not only do they need to be in our life, but we also need to be in their life. And we're growing up, honestly. So you cannot just be wanting to, did I mean do this, did I mean do this. I should also have the responsibility that did my dad do this, did my dad do this, is my dad feeling fine, and you know, my mom and my wife, what. So honestly, how I feel about deadbeat parenting, sometimes our parents contribute to deadbeat parents too, to other parents being a deadbeat parent too. It actually not depends, it actually, the effect actually comes from how the other parent reacts to the other one. Because I honestly just don't support deadbeat parenting, and I always pray that whether the person that I give birth with or the person that impregnates me is not the person that's going to get married to me, or is not the person that's going to be with me forever in my life, they should not be deadbeat parents, because this brings a very big effect on the learners. I'm a teacher, that's why. It brings a very big effect on the kids. Oh my god. Yes, like I was saying, deadbeat parenting, honestly, education wise, no, it gives an effect on the kids, or on the, I keep saying learners, you, but yeah, it has an effect on us children. And what else? Education wise, it has an effect on the kids. Life wise, it also has an effect because trauma also comes, neglection also comes, what else? Giving up, feeling not wanted, feeling not the need, feeling not worthy, because your parent is deadbeat, so you will be like, you get. So let me tell you guys a story. So this also happened recently, right? Or let me just tell you guys a story of what happened one day and what happened recently. So I remember it was 2020. The 2020, I don't remember anymore. 2021, 2020, 2021, somewhere there. So I was going to varsity, and unfortunately, I had my mom is in Ndangwa, right? I'm about to tear up. Yeah. Mom is in Ndangwa, and my dad. Sorry, I talk a lot, and the storage was, I don't know, the camera cut down. But what was I saying? My mom stays in Ndangwa, my dad stays in Ngotiba. Like we are 30 kilometers apart from each other. So I remember I was I almost said employed this child. Like I really want to be a lecturer. Yo, sana. Anyways, I was enrolled in an institution that was in Ogbadiba, 30 kilometers away from where I stay. And my dad stays there. My dad is close to the institution. And I asked my dad, I'm enrolled in an institution that is there, so can I please move in? My dad tells me to suggest that I move in to my uncle, not my uncle, but my grandfather. My late grandfather, he's late now. My late grandfather's place which is few meters away from my dad too, but also close to the institution. And I'm like, I'm this type of person, right? Like, I speak my mind out. I don't mind what I speak or what comes out of my mouth. I How do I put it in this way? I get angry and say the harshest things, and then when I realize, or when I overcome my anger, I realize that I was being mean or being unfair or being disrespectful. But when he said I should move to my grandfather's place, how do I say this? I'm even about to tear up because whenever I think of this, like I'm just not eating. So I'm like, so you want me to move to my grandfather's place, but you're my dad, and you have a lot of plenty space in your work in your house. Like that's also where we used to stay when before they had broken up. So my dad's like, nah, go to your grandfather's place. I'm like, oh no, sure, okay. I'm like thinking to myself, and because I remember there was a time back then when I was in grade 6. I think there was a cousin of mine that got a scholarship. Is it a scholarship bursary, was able to go study. She's a doctor now at Ukraine, and they had to contribute also money for her child because you cannot just send off a child like that, right? So they contributed. So I asked him, so you cannot play a role in my life as I'm going to varsity, but you played a role in my cousin's life when she went to varsity. For that matter, that she even got a scholarship bursary whatsoever, and you don't want to play a role in my life. Like that's so unfair of you. And I remember telling him, like asking him, like, then why the hell did you bring me on this earth if you know that you cannot take care of me and all that? I was heartbroken, guys, because my mom doesn't have a stable job or didn't have a stable job at the time. So me looking at my mom getting paid like $2,000 a month of where she worked, and the transport that I have to pay from home to my institution, $30, $50 a day. Let me not say 50 because then I have to go. You know, it's $30 from Mandama to Ngodiva, but then you pay extra because you wanna go in to the institution because the institution is IUM. So you have to pay extra $10. And taxi, let me not say extra $10 because taxi is $13. So it's extra $13. So 25 plus 13, 38. Basically 38 times 2 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So sometimes my mom would take me to school. Sometimes she would like wake up and take me to the care place because also where I stay, my house and the taxi rank. And I had 7:30 classes. I didn't even, okay, so also my dad has a printing shop at his place. This is not me trying to expose my dad. It's just me sharing my personal life too. Because I also have a dad beside of my mom, and I'm also going to share it with you. My dad has a printing shop, so every time I would go there and print, I also didn't want to go there and print, let me just say so. So there was a day I went there to go and print my assignment and my timetable for my photo, and I don't know. I'm not confident. I'm a very shy person. I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. But when it kicks me and it gets out, it gets out. So this lady, girl, I don't know, was walking there, helping him out. I don't know. He always brings family members to help him out with the printing shop, depending on how busy it is or depending on his schedule. So I don't know if there was a business, I mean, an employee, or probably a family member helping out. So she was like, "Where's the money?" I'm like, "I'm printing at my dad's place, my nigga." Like, what are you talking about? I'm printing at my dad's place, and he was sitting right there. So he just kept quiet. She kept quiet, and I finished printing, and I told him, "Bye, I'm going." Yes. Also, again, I'll ask my dad, like, "Can you please send me money? I need to do my hair. Please send me money. I want to go print out. Please send me money. I want to do something. You check. I want to buy my groceries, my whatsoever, toiletries." Hey, hey, my dear, hmm, you will get blue teeth. You will get blue teeth. And okay, let's talk about my mom now. The deadbeat side of my mom is that she abandoned me. So fast forward, university is all good and everything. Life is good. I don't care, shame. I learned to live by it and I learned to love myself and learn to live on my own. Like I'm the one that brought myself on this wonderful earth. Not a problem, not a case, I guess. There's nothing you can do because they are being deadbeat parents, right? But they're the ones that are affecting their own life. And it's also affecting you in some type of way. You gotta focus on your own life and what makes your life better and how to uplift your own life. That's basically it. So, into the side of my mom, so I used to do business, right? We both do business in one place, but my mom has her own things, I have my own stuff. So I don't know, for her it feels like I'm probably getting the girl is getting the bag, probably because like whenever we come home there's always this money issue. Can you give me money? Can you give me money? Can you give me money? I'm like, huh? Like my mom is just like, please give me $100, I'll give it back to you tomorrow. Come tomorrow, can you get my $100? Can you not wait? The food she eats, the money, I also buy food in their house type. But yeah, so money, let me just say, money broke me and my mom's relationship, honestly. That's why I'm saying she's a deadbeat, because so if I tell you where I am right now, you will not, you will not believe me. Honestly, you will not believe me. So also again, what was I saying? What do I want to say? Deadbeat parenting. Deadbeat parenting. Also, let me just give you guys advice. Advice. Live the life you live and love the life you live. You are destined for greatness. Have affirmations for yourself. Love yourself. Um, Create friendships, like socialize with people, but socializing again has an effect because not everyone wants to see you happy in life. And also, one thing that I've discovered is that once our parents have not got enough of their childhood experience, like they didn't play much, that inner girl child of them or inner boy child of them will never speak to them. Like you get like so. Please, parents, do better. You guys are killing your kids. You guys are killing your kids emotionally. You guys are killing your kids like, yeah. We are going and moving closer to the conclusion of our first episode. Moving and getting closer also to our video. And please do make sure you like. Please do make sure you have subscribed. Please do make sure that your post notification is turned on. And also please do make sure that you comment down below whatever topic it is that you want me to do next, and what you like about what I said from deadbeat parents and from whatever it is that I saw today. On to our conclusion is me as a parent. What advice will I give to other parents? I have spoken this already. Advice I would give to other parents is just that please do love your kids. Please do share whatever it is that you feel about your kids, and please be open to your kids so that they can also be open to you guys, because otherwise you are damaging your kids' lives if you don't know. However you feel about yourself and however you feel about your kids is giving an impact on your kids' life, and it's also affecting them one way or another, and make sure it affects them in a positive way, because if it affects them in a negative way, they are not going to move forward in life. They're not going to be destined for their greatness, because you are supposed to be their uplifter. You're supposed to be their God, because you're the one that brought them on this wonderful earth. Yet they look up to you guys as parents. Please do that. Please do that. I repeat, please do that. Please show love to your kids the same way you show love to yourself, the same way you show love to your husband or to your wife, the same way you show love to whoever it is that you're mingling with. You show love to your kids, whether they are old, whether they're young, whether they're big, whether they're married, whether they're small. They appreciate that. They will love that. And that will also nurture them into the best parents they will be one day in the future, if they ever happen to be. And it's not even if they ever happen to be, because whether you have a kid or whether you don't have a kid, you are still a parent one way or another, to your siblings, to yourself, to your peers, to whoever it is that looks up to you. And without further ado, that is it from me, Little October and October Thoughts. See you guys next week, Monday.